morning students. In this video I am going to talk about the famous writer and the father of detective story, Edgar Allan Poe. He is famously known for his first detective story, The Murders in the Rue Morgue. Other famous detective stories by Edgar Allan Poe are The Mystery of Mary Rosette and The Blind Letter. The famous character Poe has created in all these stories is Chevalier Auguste Dupin. His death has always remained an unresolved mystery. He was found lying in the gutter outside a pub. People were streaming in and out this literary legend without knowing who he was. Unable to move, Edgar Allan Poe found dead in someone else's clothes. In this video we are going to talk about some haunting facts about the death of Edgar Allan Poe, and we will also have an overview of all the literary works written by this literary legend. And before beginning this video, if you want me to help you crack any examination in English literature, then join my personal training program where I will help you to develop all the required skills and knowledge to crack any examination in English literature. Check the link in the description below to know more about this personal training program. Now without any further delay, let's begin this topic. Edgar Allan Poe was died at a very young age of 40, and there have been many reasons that has been suggested to us. Some says that he was on a tour to raise a fund for his literary magazine and he felt down with a fever at that time, and to cope up his fever he visited a tavern. There he died due to the complications of alcoholism. Another story says that he went into a fight with a ruffian and was cruelly beaten by him. A research says that Poe's death was a result of carbon monoxide poisoning from coal gas that was used for indoor lighting during the 19th century. Brain tumor can be another cause for his death, as when after 20 years of his death, when his coffin was moved to another place in an honor, a mark was found in his skull, suggesting that it is a clump of a brain tumor. Just a year ago, Poe attempted a suicide by overdosing himself with 4 doses of opium. One of the main reasons for his death can be the lost love and his death of wife. Yet no one knows the precise reason for the death of Edgar Allan Poe. His stories are as dark as his life. The gothic horrors like The Fall of the House of Usher and The Cask of Amontillado are enough to make anyone tremble out of horror. Poe was a cutthroat critic and championed the cause of arts for art's sake at a time when everyone was saying that art is only for the purpose of teaching and instruction. He had written nearly 1,000 essays and articles for newspapers and magazines. He believed that a work should be reviewed for its own worth. It should not be reviewed based on the writer's background and his social status. New critics like Alan Tate, John Crow Ransom has religiously followed his approach of critiquing a work. Poe was not only a critic or a writer, but also established himself as a great poet after the publications of his epic poems like Annabel Lee and The Lake. His poem, The Raven, is one of the best examples of his poetic qualities. In this poem, he talks about the narrator who has been finding something in the books that would take his mind from the lost love, Lenore. Lenore probably died of tuberculosis, but there is no mention about it in his work The Raven. Nevermore is the sound that the narrator hears whenever the raven opens his mouth. The sound nevermore is a sign that he will never be able to forget his own sorrows. It becomes a kind of oppressive force on the narrator. Death is final, and there will be no reunion after someone passes away. Critics consider Lenore to be the representation of Edgar Allan Poe's own wife, Virginia. In fact, Poe has written another poem titled Lenore. Poe's work, Annabel Lee, also talk about the lost love between the narrator and the woman Annabel. Both the narrator and Annabel were so much in love with each other that the angels grew jealous of them and killed Annabel Lee so that they will never meet again. This poem too was written after the death of Edgar Allan Poe's wife, and most of his works fall under the category of dark romanticism. In such works, he tries to explore the psychology of conscious and subconscious mind. The same way we see the works of Emily Dickinson, whose works are too filled with sadness and depression. Though Edgar Allan Poe's death remained mystery to us, he cannot be forgotten as one of the most important writers of his time. And with this, we come to the end of our video. If you are new to this channel, then I suggest you to watch all my previous videos to get maximum advantage out of it. And also, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, then don't forget to subscribe the channel for more updates on English literature. So that's it for this video. Thank you.